The question is, what is the point of recording in 4K when the customers are not asking 4K? Okay, that was the question. What is the point of recording in 4K when my customer is not actually asking me to give the files in 4K? Okay, this is a very, very intelligent question, and this probably would stop you from buying the camera. But if I give the answer, you would rather like to buy the camera now than waiting for customers to ask you in 4K. Because when the customers start asking you for 4K, they're actually disabling your capabilities. They're stopping you from doing a lot of things. Like for example, when you go to a tailor and you want him to stitch a shirt for you, all right? Now your shirt probably would require 2 meters cloth, for example, 2 meters cloth. The tailor is not going to ask you 2 meters of cloth. He's going to ask you 3 meters, little more than what he requires. Why? Because he's going to cut some of the places and throw. That goes as wastage. So if you ask the tailor to just exactly keep the cloth measurement to what it requires, he will not be able to do the job. That's what exactly happens in 4K. Now in 4K, what happens is when you shoot the video in 4K, you're shooting at 8 megapixel. 8 megapixel you are shooting, that you have to keep in mind. And when you deliver in full high definition, full HD is how much? It's 2 megapixel, right? 1920 by 1080. When you multiply that, you get 2 million megapixels, which is 2 megapixel shot. So when you actually need to deliver in 2 megapixels and you're shot or captured in 8 megapixel, that means you have so much of option to crop. You got 6 megapixel of wastage with you. Wastage in the sense you can crop, you can cut. If I take a still picture now for this scene, still picture 8 megapixel, I can take your face 2 megapixel. I can take your face 2 megapixel by cropping 6 megapixel of unwanted material, or someone at the back 2 megapixel and crop someone in the front. I do not have to take 2 megapixel, 2 megapixel, 2 megapixel here. I just take one shot, 8 megapixel. That's a big relief for me. So in editing, you will see that when you crop the video to the minimum level of 2 megapixel, your video is really better than the relative full high definition. So that is one advantage by cropping it, and then you're getting it to 2 megapixels of resolution, not losing any resolution. And also you have got stabilization. When your video is a little bit shaky, and you realize that in a post-production the video is not appropriate, it has been a little shaky because it's a handheld camcorder, you can crop the corners. Maybe you crop 2 megapixel and you make a file of 6 megapixels. And then you down convert that to 2 megapixels again, full high definition. So your again down converted file of full high definition is way far better than your relative full high definition. So this is a big relief for your post-production person there, or also as a videographer, as a cinematographer, when you shoot in 8K and then deliver the files in 2K. Now what happens when you shoot in full high definition? When you shoot in full high definition, you have to be so much careful because you cannot crop anything in video files. The moment you crop from 2 megapixels, you're actually coming down to high definition. You're losing resolution. If you're cropping anything from 2 megapixels, if you crop 1 megapixel, you're delivering a file of 1 megapixel to a consumer. Because consumer has got a full HD TV, when he plays a 1 megapixel on a 2 megapixel TV, comes to the resolution is not good. He's not happy with your work. Isn't it so? So that's one good thing about the 4K recording, is that you have a lot of option to crop, stabilize, and then down convert.